if you're somebody that's been going gym, you've been training, you're in a flow, or even if you're somebody that's just started, I'm going to show you the single most powerful way to blow up your physique quick. This principle of training has taken me out of the plateau time and time again. Now, this principle is having a training partner. This principle will either help you blow up your physique and get really big and strong, or this principle is going to destroy all of your progress. Now, I'm going to give you a real example. There's something really important about training with somebody, and that's showing up. This is what I said about the difference between a great training partner and a not so great training partner. Rule number one is show up. If you're trying to train with somebody that doesn't show up or makes excuses, if you're training with somebody like that, then that's just going to drain all of your motivation. That's going to make you think, you know what, this is long. I don't want to do this. That's rule number one. Train with somebody who shows up. Somebody you don't have to motivate to get there. When it comes to your actual training, you need to train with people on the same level as you, or not even on the same level as you, but trying to get to the same place as you at least. Trying to get stronger, get fitter, get better. Somebody that leaves it all on the table, that finishes every session thinking, yeah, we done. Somebody that doesn't cut corners, somebody that won't let you cut corners. Everything that is good about a training partner can be bad about a training partner. I've had a season sort of turning up to the gym with the friends and it's a social group. And in that first year, I've spoken about this often, but I didn't make a single bit of progress. My muscles didn't get any bigger. My fat didn't really decrease. I didn't really get any fitter. It's weird. How can you go to the gym for a year and not make any progress? You see the gym as a social place. Now, that's not to say not to be social in that place. However, if you have a training partner, you should train with somebody that knows how to flick that switch of work time and fun time. Between sets, there's laughing and all of this stuff. But when you're training, you're training. When it's time for a set, they work hard. When it's time for your set, they push you. When it's time for their set, you push them. This method of training, this way of training has completely blown up my physique every time. Every time I get to the end of a season of training by myself and I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. I sort of hit my target. And then you start plateauing. And then I start training with someone. All the motivation goes back up. All the training goes back up. All the lifts go back up. That's what happens when you train with the right person. Now, I empower all of you to have a training partner. Go to the gym with somebody that keeps you accountable, not just to training, but also to how you're eating outside the gym. Send pictures back and forth. All right, this is my breakfast. This is my lunch. This is my dinner. I know this sounds silly. However, this is one of those habits. This is one of those principles that is going to get you into flow. It's going to get you enjoying the space. Now, you only have to go into a gym in February. Sorry. They're not there in February. You only have to step into a gym in December, see the place packed, and then by February or by March, go in there and realize nobody's there. Part of the reason is because of motivation. Part of the reason is because they drop off. Part of the reason is because of a lack of accountability. All of these things can be solved by having a great training partner. However, it has to be chosen correctly. What are some characteristics you should look for in a training partner? Number one is willing. They need to be willing. Number two is accountable. And number three is they need to show up. You can't train if they're not there. Train with somebody who shows up, who has goals, and is accountable. Now, there's going to be days where we slip up. There might be a day where you miss it. However, the difference between having a training partner or having somebody that you babysit is, it sounds quite rude, but it's not. When you're at the gym, you have to understand when you're training or when you're getting into, I don't know, whether you're getting into combat sports or this is not just for the gym, this is for everywhere. Every type of physical activity, if you do it with somebody, you're going to get so much more benefits. You're going to push yourself so much harder than you would by yourself. You're going to show up all the time. You're going to want to be on time more. You're going to, like, every part of you is going to improve because now you've outsourced the journey. And it's not just about you anymore, but it's about this other person. And you're sharing the same journey and you're competing. You've got lifts that you're competing against. But it's healthy competition. All of this competition should be healthy. Now, there's a thing around competition as like it's unhealthy and male competition is not good. It's the opposite. It's the best thing you can have. Case in point, my good friend and training partner, the other day, he lifts up 10, 20 kilograms more than me on the bench press. Now, bench press and chest has been sort of my weak point. It's been like my weakest area. And this geezer throws on, an extra 20 and does it. And I'm like, flip. All right, cool. I've got to throw that on now. It's something now that he's motivating me. He's pushing me in that space to improve. And I know that when we go over to shoulders or when we go over to back, that I'm going to be pushing him to work harder. I'm going to be pushing him to lift heavier than he did. And it's these areas where we lack. In areas that we lack, our training partner covers and helps us. In areas that they lack, you cover and help them. And ultimately, the goal is that you both just go like that. Scale is unbalanced in areas, so it gets balanced out in other areas. And this is why it's so important to pick the right training partner. Having a training partner will be life-changing for your social ability, for your motivation, for your accountability, for your physique, for your strength, for everything goes up when you have a good training partner. Choose wisely with this. Protect your energy and use it as a tool to go towards your goals and to help somebody else go towards their goals. Do you know what? This was a completely random one. I sat down to write some notes about this. As you can see, there ain't nothing on the page because I was just thinking about what's one of the most effective ways to just balloon and get bigger than you was before. And that is by far one of the best ways, one of the most helpful things for me. This massively helped in times, as I said, if you're going for a season where your weights, the amount you're lifting starts to sort of go like that or get worse, or if you're feeling a bit, I mean, like, what am I going to the gym for all the time? And do you know what I mean? I want to do something else, or you want to switch it up and whatnot. Having a training partner makes it so much more fun, so much more enjoyable. It's honestly one of the best parts of my day now. So yeah, guys, that was just a quick one. If you're somebody that feels like you need a little bit of a helping hand with this, I'm going to throw some free links in the bottom in the description about how I managed to take myself from 88 kilograms and 25% body fat to about 67, 68 kilograms. And I walk around between 10 and 15% body fat year round. And I have done for the last 2-3 years. And it's changed my life completely, changed so many more areas than just what you see. And yeah, if you're somebody that's looking to get into the gym, looking to build a relationship with training, know what you're doing, know what the right things to eat and all that stuff is, there's a free guide template thing in the description. Click it, go through it. It's going to help you. It should give you a base understanding so you can rock on and get strong. But yeah, have a training partner. Until the next one, see you in a bit.